Hi, and welcome to my 10th tutorial on HTML. Last time we covered the topic of how to create external links on your web page. For example, linking to the New York Times. This time we are going to look at how to create internal links, that is, linking your own web pages together. When we created the external links, we used an absolute link or path. Now we're going to use a relative link. And a relative link specifies the name of the file to be linked to only as it is related to the current document. It's quite easy, but the first time I did this it was a little confusing, so I'll do this step by step. First, let's create a new folder on the desktop and call it My Website. Then open a new Notepad document and write the following: HTML head title, the end tag for title, the end tag for head, body, the end tag for body, and the end tag for HTML. And just copy this so you have it. And we're not going to use any doc type because I want to conserve space. This is going to be your main page, the one that your audience comes to automatically. So we're going to call this for index. And inside the body here, the part that the audience sees, we are going to write this is the index page. And we're going to save this file, save as, desktop, my website, and we're going to call it for index as a text document. Save, and here it is. Now file, save as again, and we are already inside the folder index.html. All files, save. Now we have the document both as a text file and as a HTML file. We don't really need to do that. We could just on the HTML file go in and view source, but this is a step-by-step tutorial. Let's just go in on the index file to see that it actually works, and it does. This is the index page and our title index. Now we need one more Notepad document for our page 1. Now we have already copied this text, so let's just paste it in again, and this time the document is called page 1, and inside the body this is page 1, like that. File, save as, and we are already inside our My Website folder. Page 1 as a text document, save, and file, save as, page 1.html. All files, save. And here we have page 1 and index as our text files, page 1 and index as our HTML files. Let's click on page 1 just to see that it works. Title, page 1, and our text, this is page 1. So we know that it works. Now let's just put a paragraph tag on our text. just to keep it separated from what's coming now. And now the fun begins. After the closing p tag here, do a return and write here is a link to. This will be shown. And then the a tag. Now the a tag defines the anchor, and this creates a link to another website or another page on your own website. And to do this, we use the href attribute, which specifies the link's destination, equals quotation mark page 1 dot html, quotation mark, end of bracket, and now the link text which will be shown, page 1, and now we close the a tag like that. Now just remember one thing here. Our document is called page 1 without a space in between, but on our page we have called it page 1 with a space, just so you know. File, save. Now what we have done is done on the index file. Now let's copy this text that we just made and paste it in on page 1. Now since this is page 1 and we want to get back to the index page, we'll write index here and index page here. File, save. So let's see if this works. We'll click on the index page, title index. This is the index page. Here's a link to page 1. Let's click it, and now we're on page 1, and here we have, here is a link to the index page. We click it and we're back. So now we have communication between two of our pages, which was the topic of this tutorial. Usually after I learn something new, I'm very happy, but it lasts for around 5 minutes and then I'm stuck again. Usually this works perfectly when all your documents or web pages are inside one folder, but sooner or later you're gonna have a lot of folders. File, new folder, and let's call it chess. And inside chess here we're going to have page 2, and when we do that, the same code as we used before we are going to use, but we have to add something, and that we don't have time to do now, but we will definitely continue with that part in our next tutorial, because you really have to know that part also. Good luck. I hope you learned something. I do have one favor to ask. If you like my tutorials, put down a like. If you don't like them, put down a dislike or a comment. They take a long time to make, and right now I don't know if my teaching skills are adequate and if there are changes needed to be made to them to make them more understandable. Alright, thank you.